Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. The mother of the man allegedly seen in this video using a belt as a lasso to strangle his female victim before dragging her unconscious body between some cars to rape her is taking credit for his arrest. Beverly Parks, the mother of the suspect, 39-year-old Kashawn Parks, said that she was alerted to the crime by her daughter-in-law. Yeah, if you can believe it, the masked man in this video committing such a barbaric act of evil is allegedly a married father of two, with his youngest being just 1 year old. Beverly Parks says she begged and pleaded with her son for an entire night to do the right thing after learning about it from his wife, and that ultimately she says she was able to persuade him to turn himself into authorities. Kashawn Parks now faces a slew of charges, including first-degree rape, strangulation, and sex abuse, among other charges in connection with the May 1st attack. His mother claims that he has been drinking heavily and using drugs to cope with the recent passing of his father out in Belize, but that such excuses do not justify his actions. He's been arrested several times in the past, including for allegedly assaulting a 46-year-old woman in the Bronx. Police believe this latest attack may have been sparked by a prostitution deal gone wrong, as the two are said to know each other, and that the victim was later arrested for larceny but did not report being raped at the time. It wasn't until an officer who has dealt with the victim on the streets before saw the surveillance video, recognized who she was, and then launched an investigation. After word of the suspect's arrest went out, this video went viral, allegedly showing Kashawn being threatened by an angry mob of neighbors while hiding behind police protection. But it turns out the man in this video is not Kashawn, just another dangerous criminal with a lengthy rap sheet, which has left regular people just absolutely fed up. This video actually comes from Harlem, and it reportedly shows 30-year-old Shaquan Cummings after he's accused of going on a rampage last Friday afternoon, punching a random woman in the face and then stabbing an 11-year-old girl in the head with box cutters as she walked with her mom outside a subway station. Thankfully, the young victim survived, though she is traumatized, and her mother bravely tried to stop the suspect as he made his escape, chasing him down and even hailing a train conductor to stop its departure. The suspect initially got away, but it was a brave showing by the victim's mother. Once the suspect was caught, as you can see in the video, an angry mob made their thoughts about him well known. One guy even hit him with a cane a few times. Now joining us now to discuss is former law enforcement officer Mike Pugliese, the founder of the Pugliese Law Firm. Mike, thanks for being here tonight.
Kara, thank you for having me. Well, according to Joe Biden, crime is on the decrease. According to the mainstream media, Donald Trump is lying about the crime wave. And what we see over and over is stories like this. What atrocities we see. You know, this woman dragged with a belt, taken between two cars and brutally raped. And this is somehow we're starting to get immune to these stories. And it's a shame because we in America, we shouldn't have to live like this. Is it our open borders where these immigrants are not being vetted? I'm sure it is. Is it the laziness of our DAs in prosecuting crimes, or the willfulness in our DAs in not wanting to prosecute crimes and allow these thugs over and over to go back out on the streets and terrorize who? Terrorize us. You know, I'm tired of these stories, and they're getting more and more brutal. We're not talking now just about shoplifting. We're talking about homicides, police officers being ambushed. We had 3 officers here in my city in Atlanta that were ambushed yesterday and shot, you know, and it's over and over and over. And somehow we just put them on the back burner, and we listen to our Joe Biden, our illustrious president, that can't seem to exit the stage properly, and telling us, hey, listen, there's no problem here. There's no worries here. Crime's on the decrease. I got everything under control, but yet we see these stories over and over and over. It's not under control, and the only reason that crime stats are down is because the blue states are not reporting it. I'm sure this homicide or this assault will go down as something other than, it'll go down as a mental health problem. You know, they mentioned he had mental health problems due to a recent death and drug abuse. You know, and that's what we're seeing over and over. The truth is just not being told to the American people, and our safety is no longer a factor.
You know, it's like those shell games, right? You see the little bottles and they get shuffled around, and you know the truth gets hidden in one of them, right? But the idea is to trick the person who's supposed to be watching and keeping their eye on wherever the prize has gone. And like you said, these statistics, that's basically what they do. They just play around with the numbers, and then they just make it say whatever they want it to say.